So we are going to, well, we're going to start with a berry crisp, and that's going to be our dessert, but it takes a while in the oven. So we're going to start with that. You want to eat that right now, don't you?
I do.
Yes, we can start with making that first.
All right, so this recipe is amazing. Make sure you have some frozen berries, your lemon juice, the sugar of choice that you have, maple syrup, vanilla extract, cornstarch, ground cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg. All these wonderful flavors are going into our berry crisp filling. And then for the topping, we're going to use a little bit more sugar. You can decide, you can play with the sugar here, how much you want to use. You will use oats. That's going to be our fiber bump, our fiber kick, and then half a cup of flour of your choosing. And you're going to have half a teaspoon of cinnamon, salt, unsalted butter, and slivered almonds. Okay, so get that all sort of ready.
Okay, and so we've taken the blueberries. I put cornstarch on them to coat them because these frozen berries are going to have lots of juice in them when they bake. And then we put some lemon juice, and I'll finish off mine. Then Tamara, you can tell them what you've done. So what else did I do? Maple syrup in here, some brown sugar in here, and you know what? We did taste test, and between the three of us, I thought it was good. These guys thought it was a little sweet. So you know, you do you, and you enjoy how a little bit more sugar, a little bit less, depending on your tastes. That's the nice thing about this crisp.
All right, I'm just rolling the oats here. I wonder if there's some flour around for it.
Yeah, throw your ideas in the chat.
Something. It's always the flour.
You know what? I just end up using a bit of cornstarch because I'm gluten-free. Sorry about that. So I did add. But basically, what you could do, all you're trying to do is create a bit of texture and binding. I like cornstarch for that. Not everybody uses cornstarch. You can also use, almond flour or oat flour. I make my own oat flour just by blenderizing oats, just these oats, and it's such a cheap and cheerful way to make flour for any of your baked goods. Yeah.
Great idea. And that's okay that I'm like massaging it instead of melting the butter?
You can massage the butter.
Okay, good.
This is the therapy portion too, right?
Yeah.
We massage and get happy and all that.
Okay, I think the top is ready for you. There we go.
So I see we're using berries in the crisp. So what are the benefits of using berries over other fruits?
That's a great question. So we are using frozen blueberries for one, because frozen right now in the middle of winter, fresh berries are really expensive. But we're using frozen because they're low potassium, they are really low in sugar, really high in fiber, and they're very full of antioxidants and phytochemicals, which can help to fight inflammation. So I love using blueberries for that reason.
So another question, Dani. What if someone can't tolerate berries?
If you don't want to use berries because you don't tolerate them, you can definitely use apples in this recipe. You can use pears. And we were kind of toying with the idea of maybe trying this recipe out with mango. So you can use frozen mango chunks as well. In the winter when things are kind of expensive and hard to come by, using any kind of frozen fruit like that you find at the store that's on sale is great as well.
Wow, so that's ready to go already?
Yeah, so that took us we had 3 hands in here. Or 6 hands in here. So we're gonna put this in the oven at 350. I'm just gonna put it in there.
Yeah, perfect.
And let that cook. We'll set the timer for about 25-ish minutes.
So let's talk a little bit about why we like this recipe so much, Tamara. Tell us why you like it.
Well, I was saying to Anja earlier that I really like when fruit is cooked. Some people don't, but I love when it's cooked. It brings out the sweetness. And I love that I can look in my freezer or my fridge and be like, okay, I don't have blueberries this week. I can use raspberries. I can use strawberries. I could use cherries. We didn't talk about cherries. Ooh, that would be good. And so, you can go fresh, you can go frozen, you can use any berry, you can use apples, pears. Really, it's a very versatile recipe, right?
So versatile means it's easy, it's accessible, and you mentioned you can freeze it right as is. Like, obviously people have been here and tucked in, but if you had it as as a whole. You could just freeze it like that, or portion it out and freeze it, which I love, because then you can pull it out for breakfast, in the afternoon for a snack.
Snack, if you have kids, they might want to, you know, it's easy for them to heat it up too.
Yeah.
It's already made, right? It's
And
perfect.
yeah, and from a nutrition standpoint, you know, Anja,
You've got lots of fiber in there. We've added nuts with the protein, so you can also make it a more balanced snack by adding another protein. So Greek yogurt, another handful of nuts on the side, an egg is going to make it a really good snack that's going to keep you full. That's the problem with snacks, right? We often just dig in for all the carbs, the carbs, the carbs. We forget about the protein. So this is a great way to kind of up that as well.
you really want to dig in. You go ahead. You do the taste test.
So feel free to begin with.
Oh boy, yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Pressure's
So
on now.
juicy. So juicy. Oh my God, it's so good.
Good, good.